Hello, Scorpios. How are you? How y'all doing? Scorpios, this is Crystal Liu for the new channel Tarot Me Please, coming at you the weekend before January 16th. Hope you all had a great week or work week, and or if that's your thing. I hope you can find yourself relaxing a little bit, taking a load off, letting your hair down. I hope you're able to indulge in your hobbies and side hustle, pastimes, whatever. I hope you're able to recharge your batteries. I hope some of you have MLK off Monday. I know I do, because I work for the government. And I hope the universe is treating you well. And I hope you're in tune with your inner self and your intuition. And if I know you, Scorpio, you are. You know, Scorpios being a water sign and very intuitive, very strong-willed. If you're a typical Scorpio, then you are in tune with your inner voice, aren't you? All right, let's get into it. Okay, let's meditate on these cards for a little bit. Absorb their energies. Looking inwards. Tapping into what the universe has in store for us. Reaching our full potential. Remembering that we came into this particular life to fulfill our soul's purpose and learn certain lessons, as hard as they may be. And believe me, some life lessons are hard, but we're stronger for them, aren't we? Okay, let's do it. Scorpio, what sort of energy are you bringing to the table right now? Oh, okay. You're walking away. This is a Cups card. It's the Eight of Cups. And you're walking away. Okay? The Eight of Cups specifically is withdrawal, retreat, moving on, abandonment. These cups are still full and upright. So, but you know, you're done. You're done with whatever they represented, and you're moving on. But what you're moving on to is a little unclear, because that's the moon that represents mystery and hidden truths. But you are moving on. So you're in some sort of transition. You're in some sort of transition, Scorpio. You're moving on to something else. Whether it be a job or a relationship. It's not clear yet because I haven't flipped all the cards, but I bet you it'll become clear with each card that I flip. What's the problem? What's the problem with you walking away? Okay, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this tells me that it might be a job. Okay, because the pentacles are earth energy. They have to do with money and work, and sometimes it has to do with health, but I'm thinking it might have to do with work in your case, Scorpio. And the Page of Pentacles is it's kind of like a young child. Knights represent teenagers, while pages represent, just very young, childish, or childlike rather, energy. The Page of Pentacles specifically is a patient kid. There's a new job or a raise, and there's money news. Okay, so see, this is usually a pretty positive card because it's bringing in something new, like a new job or a new, like a raise, or money news. But why is it in the problem field, I wonder? I mean, I can understand that, you're leaving something behind for something new, but why is it in the problem field, I wonder? So I'm going to have to flip some more cards to see. Let's look at your past, Scorpio. Ooh, okay. Dare I say that your past represented a lot of like rapid movement? This is the Eight of Wands. It represents speed, very fast action, like, news arriving. The Eight of Wands is quick changes. Quick changes. So was there a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of fast stuff happening in your past? Let's see. Let me see what your future says, Scorpio. Okay, the King of Wands. Nice. Kings are always nice. And another Wands card. So these are two Wands cards in the past and in the future. In the past, it was very quick movement. And in the future, King of Wands is somebody who's a great manager, managing a large project, great leader, gets things done. If you need somebody to get things done, you hire somebody who represents the King of Wands energy. He'll manage it. He'll see the project through to the end. So that's good. Yeah, I'm thinking more and more it's like work related, Scorpio. But I'm still unclear as to why this new money, new job, or, raise or something like that, why this is in the problem field. Let's look some more. Let's look at what your conscious mind is telling you, Scorpio. Oh, moving on. Makes sense. This person is moving on. This person is transitioning, moving on. This is the Six of Swords, moving on to different waters. You see here, Scorpio, this is kind of like choppy waters where they are, and this is calmer waters. So this person is going on to a different area, into calmer waters. And I kind of see a kind of like a relationship between these two cards here. It's kind of like crazy fast energy. Maybe it might have been stressful. You had to think on your feet, and you're done with that. You're done with that kind of life, and you want to move into something calmer. So you're transitioning. You're moving on. You might be moving on to a different job, a different city, maybe even a different country. Who knows? But you're moving on because you want calmer waters. Yeah. That's what your conscious mind is saying. What is your subconscious or unconscious mind saying, Scorpio? Oh, wow. Choices. Yeah. Your unconscious mind is grappling with a lot of choices here. This is the choice card. This is the Seven of Cups. All these different choices. And it's hard. It's hard for a person to make a decision if they have so many choices. It's hard for a person to, because they think they're going to have to commit to it. They think they're going to be stuck with it once they choose it. So especially, viewing so many choices, it's like, which one do I pick? Because whichever I pick, you know, I'm going to have to forego the other ones, and that's not good. And not all of the choices are nice, as you can see, you know. So, in the back of your mind, because, you know, that's your subconscious, you might not even know that this is in your subconscious, Scorpio, but are you kind of cringing at the possibility of having to commit to something? You know, are you apprehensive about going forward and making a choice as to, you know, taking that new job or moving to take that new position? Or, yeah, you're feeling very apprehensive about the choices you've been given recently. Yeah. The Seven of Cups is just, it's just too much to deal with. Yeah. So, but it's kind of sounds, it kind of looks like, at least for your awake mind, that you are deciding to move on and moving on to calmer waters and getting away from that, you know, frenzy that seems to be here in the past. What are your hopes and fears, or hopes or fears, Scorpio? Ooh, of course. Who doesn't want success? The Sun. Some say that's the best card in the whole deck. Success. Bright. Bright energy. The Sun is the 19th card of the zodiac, almost at the end. The end is the 21st card, the World. The Sun is material happiness, a joyous outcome, success. So, of course, you're hoping for that. Obviously, this is not your fear, this is your hope. So, you're moving on to something different, something new. It's kind of mysterious, but you're hoping it'll be filled with a bright future and success. Yeah. You know, the more cards I'm flipping, the more these two kind of start relating to each other. You know, because here's the Page of Pentacles. Here's like a new job or a raise or a new position or something like that. Something totally new. And it seems to be kind of like it's new, and also it's kind of mysterious for you. You don't know how it's going to go, because that's why the moon is there. You're moving on from what you know, and you're moving to something that's unsure, Scorpio. I think this might be the issue. It's new, but it's very unsure. It's like uncharted territory for you, and you know, it's like, oh man, am I going to have to commit to it? If I sign this contract, am I going to have to, you know, just kind of bear the brunt if it doesn't turn out the way I want? And gee, I hope it turns out to be something successful, because in my mind right now, it's like, I don't know. There's just so many unknowns right now. So I think that's what the Page of Pentacles is doing in the problem field. It's like, it's unknown. Will you be successful? It's going to be calmer waters, but will you be successful? Maybe the job that you had before was successful, but it was like so quick and crazy. And it's like, you don't want that anymore. You've been there, done that. You want something calmer and more peaceful. But it's like, you know, are you committing to something that's not as fulfilling and not as successful? You're certainly, you know, a manifester. You're certainly able to manage projects to the end and bring success. I mean, that's what you're seeing in your future or hoping for. Let me see what your influence is in the matter, Scorpio. Okay. The Four of Wands. Another wand energy having to do with work, producing things, creating things. The Four of Wands is homecoming and celebrations, family, friends, reunions. And I'm wondering if this has to do with your family and friends and your hometown, you know, homecoming, reunions. Are you very close to your family, Scorpio? And do you have close friends that you want to stay, you know, next to as far as geographically? Because this is your influence. What's the external influence? Something that you can't control that'll play into the final outcome, Scorpio. Ooh, that's a heavy card. Okay. This is the Five of Pentacles. If you know anything about fives, they represent change and instability and upheaval. And okay, these two beggars obviously are poverty stricken, but at least they're together, okay? That's one good thing. But, you know, they're in dire straits and they're walking outside of some kind of church here. And if you know anything about churches, it's like, okay, well, if you're a needy person, you can get help from the church, but you got to ask. You got to ask for help, Scorpio. And so, yeah, this is in your external influence. So it's kind of like almost like somebody having a very like black and white view of money. Specifically, the Five of Pentacles is represents ill health and poverty and worry and isolation and financial loss. So I'm kind of thinking that your mind is kind of tied to, okay, I mean, I'm hoping that whatever newer territory I go into, I'm hoping it's going to be a success, but I really don't know. There's just so many unknowns. Maybe it depends on the economy. Maybe it depends on COVID. I don't know. But you're certainly hoping for success. But, you know, the external influence is like, I don't know. I don't know if this is a good card for the external influence. But whatever happens, this card does say that, you know, there is help that you can ask for should you get into a really bad situation money-wise. It's whether or not you want to ask for it or whether or not you can bring it, you know, to yourself to ask for it. Because some people don't want charity or don't want help in that realm. Maybe that's you, Scorpio. Maybe you find it hard to ask for help if you ever need it, you know? Let's see what the outcome says. Ooh, nice. The Queen of Cups. Very nice. The Queen of Cups is a nurturing person. She is able to heal. She's able to support those that she loves. Very nice. If you could see her face here, she's just a very agreeable person. Good stuff. Yeah. So let me look at all the cards now that I have them all face up. You know, just to reiterate, you're moving on to something new, and it's kind of have some trepidation about that. Let's put it that way. But you're great at what you do. You've got some great talents in bringing projects to the world, bringing good products to the world, creative. But you've got some fears here. And the external influence is like, oh, Is it going to make my Scorpios less than successful? But you know that in the end, Scorpio, you're going to have somebody with you. I don't know if this is you or your partner, but you're going to have something supportive as the outcome. And here, your influence tells me that you're a very family-oriented person, that you have some really good close friends to support you. So that's what I see here. Yeah. So Scorpio, this was your reading. Kind of like a mixed bag, but hey, it is what it is. This is what the cards say. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope some of it, if not all of it, resonated with you. And whatever lessons come about, you might already know this, Scorpio, that the most important lessons sometimes come about through adversity and challenges. And you're stronger for it afterwards, aren't you? So just keep that in mind. The universe never gives us more than we can handle. Usually. Okay, usually. Universe doesn't give us more than we can handle. And so it's up to us to rise to the occasion and learn those lessons that we came down here to learn. And that's what it's all about, learning your life's lessons. And a lot of times learning lessons, you got to deal with some adversity and show what you're made of. Okay, so thank you very much for tuning in, Scorpio, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.